I this is the now we're going to do the Java guide that you've all been waiting for. And the we said we were going to do it in 1.18 and we delivered on that promise. So, here is the menu for Java Edition. Also, if you want a Bedrock Edition guide, we're going to do that too. So this is for Java Edition. You down here in the corner you can see it's 1.18, which is the version that we're going to be playing on because yay, it finally came out. So single player is what we want to do. There's multiplayer realms. This is your options, and this is to quit game. This is accessibility settings, but we're gonna do single player. So I'm going to click on that, and so then we're going to create new world, and so I'm going to name this Java. Okay, so Java Guide is survival. We're going to leave this on survival, keep this normal, and we're not going to do any data packs. It's going to be plain vanilla. No, we're not going to do any game rules. And then then when we go to more options, there's bonus chest, which we're not going to do. That gives you like some resources. It's kind of good, but we're not going to do it right now or for this guide. Generate structures for like villages and dungeons, etc. We're gonna leave that on. World type default. I mean, the ones you can scroll through is default, super flat, which you can customize. Large biomes, which basically makes the biomes large, and super flat kind of flattens out the world. Amplified, it's just for fun. It requires a beefy computer, which is exactly what it said. Single biome, and you can choose which biome. And then we're going to leave it on default. And I'm going to go ahead and turn cheats on. Not to, before you start screaming at me in the comments, not to, like, spawn resources in for myself. It's only so I can, like, show you, like, commands and stuff, maybe down the road. Anyway, with that out of the way, also with that out of the way, I'm going to go back into the world more world options because there's something I forgot to show you, which is the seed generator, or the seed, not the seed generator, the seed for it's the world generator. Basically, you can type in a series of numbers, and it'll basically that determines what your world looks like. We're gonna leave it blank for a random seed, and basically you leave it blank, or you can use a seed that you already have, or you can type in random letters or numbers for a seed that you want. It's kind of random too because you're typing random numbers, or you can use the seed that I have, which is in the link in the description, and I will type /seed, which is how you know the seed. But it'll display the seed, and you can pause the video and look at it. Anyway, I'm going to press done, and then create new world. See you on the other side. Okay, I guess we spawned in a jungle. Oh, there's a plains biome over there. Okay, so this is our seed for our guide, and basically, so what you want to do right off the bat is basically try to find wood, and there's some wood in this bush that I'm going to take advantage of, and I'm going to destroy the block using the left mouse button, or if you have use scroll pad. Oh wait, let me just turn the sounds on so you can oh wait. Why is everything off except note blocks and jukebox? Okay, we've turned on the voice. I don't know why. Anyway, so basically, destroying a block like this is left mouse button, or if you have a scroll pad, it's just one hold with one finger. if you're on a scroll pad. And then, so now we have a log and we want to craft it down into planks. So I'll press E, open my inventory, drag, left click this log and drag it up into our 2x2 crafting interface, put it in, and then again left click to take the 4 jungle planks out of the product slot, and then we're gonna right click and drag this into a configuration for a crafting table, because while a 2x2 crafting grid is fine, when you get more advanced, you might, or not just more advanced, like in the very early game, you want a crafting table with a 3x3 crafting grid so you can craft every game. So we're going to take that out of the product slot. And we need some more wood because we want to have things to craft with. So I'm going to go into another tree, punch down the wood. Okay, now that we have that 4 logs, that's more than enough, because you'll see why. Anyway, we're gonna place down the crafting table with using the right mouse button or 2-finger click. Then we're going to use the right mouse button again to open up the crafting interface. And you see that we have a 3x3 crafting grid, and for some reason a bigger product slot. But I'm going to put 1, 2, or just all of the logs in there and get everything. And then we're going to right click and drag down again to make sticks, which I will then make into an axe. An axe and a pickaxe. The pickaxe will be used for mining, and the axe will be used for chopping and attacking. Now, I'm gonna try this. You can see that the wooden axe has 7 attack damage, which means that it can be used as a weapon. Although things like the wooden pickaxe, I mean, you can use your fist for a weapon. You can use anything for a weapon. Although the tools have higher attack damage. The wooden pickaxe has 2 attack damage, but the wooden axe has more attack damage because it's a weapon. But so we'll get into combat later, in a later episode, and I can see 2 cows. Sorry, cows, but you had to go. You have to go. Okay, got that, and now I'm gonna come over here and kill the cow. Sorry, you hate to see it, but it has to be done. And there's 1 more cow. What? Come back. Yay. Or not. Yay. More food. Okay, now I'm gonna put that there. So we have food, but raw beef, I mean, when it's cooked, meat when it's raw, it gives you hunger points, but it's not as much as if we had like a furnace, which is made out of cobblestone. And something that you might want more is not more that you might want now is stone tools, which are more powerful tools that they mine faster, they have more durability. So I'm going to come to this hill. I haven't gotten over how good 1.18 generation is new and different. Wait. There are sheep over there. Okay, quick change of course. Okay, as I'm running over to the sheep. Also, you can see, and I forgot to tell you, but to walk forward is W, then to walk backward is S, to strafe left and right is D, and to strafe left is A. That's how I've been moving. And then to sprint, you can either double tap forward W, or you can hold Control and forward to sprint. And so, yeah, that's how you can So the reason is because there are 3 sheep over here, or not 3 sheep. There are sheep over here, more than 3, and 3 or more is the best that you can find to get 3 wool. And the reason we want 3 wool is so we can craft a bed, which basically a bed is something that you can use to sleep in, to skip the night, and set your spawn. So in case you die, you can respawn back at your bed. Anyway, we see an ice cave with some stone, some exposed stone. So I'm gonna hop down here before any monsters can come. And you might see, like, there's some. It's like the stone, except it has like some other stuff in it. That is copper, which was added in 1.17, and it's a new resource. We may get into it later, but right now I want to craft some stone tools. So I'm going to craft a stone axe, which has more attack damage, as you can see, and it also mines things faster, or does things fast. Yeah, and things like this mine things fast. Also, thing that I haven't told you is that we got a little achievement that are getting an upgrade or an advancement, whatever. And so basically, what an axe can do is basically chop down a tree wood faster. So you can see how I mine this acacia wood with a lot more speed than I did when I was in the jungle chopping down the wood with my bare hands. I hate when it does that. No playing in the trees. Okay, we can't grab that log, unfortunately, because it's too high out of our reach. Okay, now that we have a stone pickaxe, we can now grab that copper, which I will do. Okay. Give me that copper! No! Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that we have the copper. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Okay, there. Now that we have the copper, I think I saw some iron down there, which may be, although I can get the iron later. What I want to do right now, before it turns too late, is make a shelter. Oh, there's some more copper up there. Is make a shelter. Basically, yeah, a bed is all fine and good, but what's better is to have like a bed is great, but sometimes you also want to have a shelter around that bed so that you can have a place to store things and anyway, and so and be safe if you don't have a bed. Anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm going to turn all these logs, and what I'm going to do to fast craft it, to craft all the planks, is shift and right click, which crafts every single thing from that in there, and I can shift click to move that entire stack around. So what I'm going to do is start building out the framework for my house. So 1, 2, 3. It's getting late. I need to build this house a bit faster. Because the monsters come out now. Yes. Get this house built in time. Maybe I should have. Maybe it would have been wise if I had gotten materials to make a house. Oh my gosh, that always gets me. To craft the house sooner, but yeah. So shift clicking things, crafting things, is for when you're in a hurry, like me, and you don't want to get into a pickle. I'm going to place the craft there, craft a door here. Place the door. Okay, now we have a door. We have walls. As long as you have like a door and walls, I guess you're fine. But now we're just gonna sleep the monsters away and get the achievement, advancement. Okay, it's the next day, and right now I just want to work on my house to make my house have a roof. Oh wait, yeah. Jeez, everything is rushed. Okay, so. At least the music didn't start playing like while I was trying to. Anyway, I'll cut back when the house is finished. Okay. Basically, I'm not gonna finish the house right now, but anyway, I need to show you something. So we're down on some wood. I need to show you something because my inventory is getting a bit full. So to remedy that, let me just. I'm going to come back over here and craft, get enough wood, and putting some wood in this configuration will craft a chest, which when placed down and again right will give you a bunch of more storage slots. So I can put like some of my tools and like old tools and stuff that I don't need in there, but I'm going to, yeah, so basically I'm going to put that stuff there. Okay, now we want to carry only the essentials. Now, I'm going to come down in here because this seems like a great place to get some stone from. Harvest some stone. And so I'm going to grab some stone. Oh, and what you might realize is each tool is different and has a different way of mining different blocks. So, like a pickaxe is the preferred tool for stone. And like if you try to mine stone with an axe, it would break incredibly slowly, and when it does break, it doesn't drop you any stone. So you really want to use like the right tool for the right block. Okay, so as you can see, the reason I was doing it is you can see in the by my hotbar, which is the thing where I have my items, you could see there are hearts and there are hunger bars. There are hunger shanks. And your hearts, basically, if you run out of those hearts, you die. And the hunger bar, it goes down as you do actions, and if it goes all the way down, then you start taking damage and starving. And if you're 3 or below, you can't sprint. So what I'm gonna do to get those hunger bars back up, I said that earlier that the raw meat doesn't give you that many hunger points, but when you craft a furnace by putting cobblestone in the same configuration as you do when you use wood to make a chest, and you place that down, right click again, you can take things like food and put beef in there, and it starts cooking. And so then this arrow shows the progress bar. So this wood is fueling. It has a bit of fuel. This is where you put the things that you want to craft, and then that you want to cook or /smelt, and then because you can smelt ores here too. because that's how you turn this raw copper into copper ingots. And then the air, when it gets all filled up, it takes one from here and adds to this, which is the product of your cooked or smelted item. Which I don't think we have enough to smelt an entire thing. Yeah. So we have 4 steak, which now instead of I think that a single raw beef probably gives you, so a single steak gives you 4 hunger shanks, whereas I'm gonna run around a bit more to. I'll show you how. I think raw beef. You can look at the weight, but it probably does like 1 or something. I don't know. Anyway, now that I've armed with food, I will now start. So what other thing we can do with this is we can craft some more for the fuel and put a log in the top slot and then smelt. Oh, and different fuels smelt for different amount of time. Like I think 1 jungle plank smelts like 2 or 1 items. I can't remember. I think 1. I think 1 item. Whereas like charcoal smelts. I think, is it 8? I don't know. Fact check me on that. But anyway, we can use 1 piece of charcoal or coal and 1 stick to make 4 torches, which are light sources, which you can like place here and here. And the reason we're going to do that is because I'm going to craft some slabs here to finish the roof. And without the torches, it would be dark once we fill the roof over, because the roof would be blocking the sunlight. But we may need to craft 1 piece of slabs. But if you do this and it blocks the sunlight, if you have your torches or some other light source over it, like if I take down the torches, you can see it's dark in here. But if I have the torches up, it keeps it light. Anyway, so I don't want this episode to get a bit too long, but this is our starter. This is our little starter home. We've got some basic tools, a food source, some food. We've got a bed and a furnace, a chest and a crafting table, and a shelter. And I think this is a good episode I think this is a good time to leave off. And I kind of want to do this and put this tree right. I'm not gonna chop down this tree. This is gonna be the tree that's there, and I'm going to take a picture for our thumbnail. Okay, so this was a great episode. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.